Hi everyone. What I want to show you here today is the honeycomb smocking technique. This is a hand done technique that creates a smocking effect, and you can do it in all kinds of various shapes. I'm going to do the basic honeycomb one so that you can have a better understanding of what it is all about. So the first thing you're going to do after you determine the size and shape of your smocking is you're going to map out like a little grid. So what I've gone ahead and done, and I've decided I want to do them 1 inch apart. So I've put a little mark 1 inch apart on a line, and then I went down I think about 6 rows. And I'm going to show you how to set this up in order to start smocking. So the first thing you're going to do is get your needle and thread, and you're going to put a knot at the end of the thread, double the thread. Okay, and then I'm going to start from my first marking on my left side here. I'm going to come from the back, and I'm just going to leave the knot. Don't pull it too tight. And then you're going to go down to each smocking marking, and it should be quite quick. Go up and down. You're just basically connecting these dots. Then when you get to the last one, don't knot it, just leave it free. Okay, and then you're going to do this for all of your rows. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish prepping this part, and then I'll come back and continue. Okay, so now now that I have all of my rows, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 rows, and I've put all my rows across. You can just do a few rows for practice, but this might give you a little bit more of an effect. So on the back I have my knotted side, and then the other side where they're not knotted. So what you're going to do is I'm going to start with 1 row, and I'm just going to gently, because you don't want to pull your stitching out or your knot, you're going to basically till it looks like a fan. Okay, and they'll all be even because you marked them evenly, right? They're all 1 inch, and mine are 1 inch. Whatever you're going to do is fine. And then kind of hold it there. I might even put, hold on. Well, I'm just going to leave it. Now I'm going to go to the second row and do the same thing. Kind of already there. Go to your third row, all the way down until you've pulled them all, and you can adjust them once you get the strings mostly pulled through. Just let me fold up that first and last one to make sure they stay. Pull them all a little bit taut. And just go back in and check where they folded. Make sure that they are in fact on these. So you'll have 1 up, 1 down. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. Make sure they're nice and even. Okay, so it looks like a fan, right? Now what you're going to want to do is we're going to start the smocking technique. So I'm going to get my needle and thread ready, double thread it. You're experimenting right now, so you'll have to think about the thread quality, the type, or embroidery floss, whatever you're going to use, but this is just for us experimenting. So what we're going to do is grab the first 2 folds like this. Oops. I was like, where's my dots? Okay, so I'm going to grab my first 2 folds here where I have those, and I'm just going to join the fold together right above. So just to go back, see where I have that little stitch on the inside? I'm going to want to stitch right above that where it's folded. So I'm going to come in from my left side, double checking, okay. And I'm just going to catch the tip of the fabric. And we're going to stitch it. You can stitch it 2 to 3 times. You want it to feel secure. Excuse me. Okay. And then it should look like that. So now I'm going to come to the back side. I'm going to see if I can zoom this in for you a little bit. I'm going to take the needle and just go through the pleat that's on the right and bring my thread to the back. And now here you're going to want to tie a knot so that that doesn't pull out. Actually, do a double knot. Okay, now you're going to go do the same thing all the way across. So I'm going to go get my next 2 folds that are here. From, whoops, meant to come from the back. And I don't know if I told you that on the other one. Come from the back to keep all of the threads on the underside. And I see I didn't do that on this one, that's why I have this here. Then you're going to just get as close to the edge as you can and go 2 or 3 times. And then take your thread, bring it through the single layer of the fabric to the back, knot it. So I'm going to just do a few of these till you start to see what happens, and then I'll finish it and then show you the end result and come back and show you the end result. So I've got 1 fold, 2 folds, I'm going to do 1 more. Now they're starting to get a little loose, so just pull them. I'm going to come from the back. I'll just do 2 times to expedite it. And then again, bring my thread to the back. You start to get kind of a mess in the background here with all these threads, but you'll manage it. Just kind of keep pulling them out of my way. Double knot. I have a, okay, so let's see what we got. So I'm going to pull my thread one more time. I'm just going to leave that one. Now, once you have these 2, 2, and 2, so I have 6 together. So the next step is you're going to keep going all the way down. Okay, and you just follow that line. So I'm going to end up with three of these segments. Okay, so I will finish this up and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so at this point I have 4 sections. You should work with even numbers. I think I told you I had 3 before, and I did a couple of things to show you as well. after I established that first row and I was happy with everything, I went and I pulled the other strings that were not knotted, and I just pulled it kind of taut but not tight, and just knotted them and cut it off so we wouldn't have all that strings on the back that we have to deal with, and then it keeps it from separating on you. But I usually do that after I have my first row established, so I know I'm happy. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to start to smock these pieces together. So we've done even rows all along, right? So now you're going to go and you're going to find them. So let me show you this. So I've got the first set and the second set, right? So we're going to join the left side of the one and the right side of the other together in the same technique as we did the others. I'm not going to be knotting each one like I want you to, because it just takes so much longer, and the effect will be the same. So I'm getting this one, and then this one. So you're not going all the way through. So hopefully you can see this. It's a little tedious here. I'll be able to pull them apart and show you in a second. Make sure you're getting it. And I'll cut it and then show you. Okay, so I grabbed like one leg of each little side, like that, okay? I'm gonna go, and now I'm gonna continue that down the row. So I kind of just find it easier to hold it in my hand like this, and then find the center. You can have these already, if you're doing a real garment, you'd want to mark everything super accurately, you know, not just grab it like I am, but you know, you could have these already marked or tailor tagged. See, so if I hold it in my hand like this, I feel like I have a good hold on it as far as not catching anything. It takes a while to do the knotting in the back, so that's why I'm just gonna not do that right now. Okay, so I got two. So you want to check that you didn't catch the other side. So now you see what's happening. This is when it starts to get exciting. You see that something's actually developing out of this. So again, grab it in my hand, flatten them, and then catch the two center ones that meet. So here's what we got. Next one. Oops, don't catch that side. You could also, like where I'm doing these stitches, you can come up with a different stitch design, maybe a cross stitch. You can put beads, pearls. Oops, no, you can see I made a mistake right here. I joined the two. So I'm just gonna cut that one out. Oh wait. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I thought I made a mistake for a second. I almost cut it out. So now I've got one row done. Now we're going to start the next row. Okay, kiss them together. So now I'm going to take the other side, so this of the one we did, the one in the middle, and I'm going to grab the buddy of the other side. And you want this, you know, make sure that now these rows are even. I didn't mark them, but I'm just gonna, use my eye right now. But you want to make sure that like now these dots go across are at the same level. keep going down my row. I'll stay silent for a minute just so I can just get it done. So you see what's developing here, right? And I'm just going to finish this row and then I'll complete it and come back and just show you the finished product. But I want you to kind of watch what I'm doing to see how it's developing and what to look for as you're doing it. These could even be like cute little bows where I'm knotting them. Maybe you know it's something that's you want to have tie them into, like using, let's say, a ribbon, or not a ribbon, but like a embroidery floss, and you want like long strings to hang. Think of developing what can develop out of this. This is something that's familiar, but how can you make it something that is unique about the way you develop this? It can be done in all kinds of fabrics, like silks and even your jerseys, knits. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to just pull them apart a little bit. Oh, my stitch came apart there. I'll fix that. So hopefully you can see what's happening. Right? Okay, so I'm going to keep going, and then I will come back with the finished product. Okay, so this is, I've done these rows here. I'm not going to keep going on this side because it's, it takes a while, so I just want to get this used. And you see what's happening as I'm opening it? It's giving you that honeycomb look. But what I need to do is get rid of these threads now because they are holding a little tension on the under part. So just go through, remove those, and you'll see what starts to happen. They won't be as tight together. Just, by the way, this is what the back looks like. Got all these nice folds, nice and even. Okay, let's get rid of these. I think that's it. And now I can like really, it has movement, has depth. So consider like, what you could do with this. You could embroider over the top of these honeycombs. You could bead it. I mean, there's so many things you could do, and you can vary the sizes and play with the scale. Okay, so this is something I just wanted to introduce to you guys as something really fun to do. It takes a while, but it's really, really worth it.